Hi, this is my October book haul. I've got a bit of a weird pile of stuff today and there are a lot of graphic novels involved. I'm going to start with one that I bought based on a recommendation of Jen Campbell and I think it was Jean? I can't remember, but I've seen it in a few videos. And it is The Stone Gods by Jeanette Winterson. I have never read anything by Jeanette Winterson and I've been told off several times this month, so I figured I would rectify the situation. And this is on a very similar topic to a book I talked about recently because it is the world ending and people trying to go off and explore a different planet to see if they can live there. Don't have a lot else to say about this, but based on some pretty good recommendations, I don't think this one's gonna disappoint. Then I got an email from Vintage, who are responsible for the beautiful watercolor Jane Austen collection that I keep showing off all the time. They said they were doing a Bronte collection and they were wondering if I was interested in receiving them, and of course the answer was hell yes. So we've got a version of Jane Eyre here. On the back it says, "Do you think because I'm poor, obscure, plain and little, I'm soulless and heartless?" Then there is of course Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights, which looks like this. That says on the back, "Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same." Finally there's Anne Bronte's The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, not sure how to pronounce that. And on the back has some nice flowers and it says, "Will you let me take our child and what remains of my fortune and go?" Now this is one that I actually have not read yet and haven't actually heard anything about before, so of course I'm going to give that a read. Good news is I also have a full set of these three to give away to one of you guys. If you want a chance to win this set, you can head over to my Instagram, which is just Books and Quills, and again there will be a link in the description. Then I was talking to someone at Faber over email and they wanted to send me a variety of books. And first of all there is Ariel Poems by Sylvia Plath. This is so shiny. This collection of poems was actually first published in 1965, so it is the 50-year anniversary. I read The Bell Jar and didn't get on with it very well, but I was very young and so I want to give that another go, and I don't think I've ever read any of Sylvia Plath's poetry. In that same batch there were two graphic novels. Basically they let me know that Craig Thompson had come out with a new graphic novel. Craig Thompson you might know from Blankets and Habibi fame, two of my favorite graphic novels. They're the really big ones that are usually on the top 10 of like best graphic novels or recommended graphic novels for people who want to get into them more. And so when I heard he had done a new one, I was very excited. This looks a lot younger and it's called Space Dumplins. Joss Whedon did a quote for this and it says, "Like the twisted love child of Jack Kirby and Dr. Seuss, Craig Thompson has created a new genre, the adorable epic. Craig Thompson plus space, what's not to like?" Also, love the end papers. And then there's another one that was sent along that I actually don't know a lot about, but I did see it in foil sort of on the new and recommended display, and it is called Killing and Dying by Adrian Thome. And as you might be able to tell, it has like a plastic wrap around it. This contains 6 stories. They're unpredictable, darkly funny, and deeply moving. I really like the colors in it, so I'm gonna give that one a go, see what I think. Then I went to Gosh Comics, which is an amazing comic and graphic novel shop in Soho in London, and I like to just go and browse and see if there's anything I haven't heard of before, so I could not resist this comic. It is called Paper Girls. Oh, this is so cool. I love this color. Just to give you a little bit of an idea of what the style looks like. Obviously I don't know anything about this because I haven't read it, but these just look like some badass 80s girls. And then the long-awaited, well it's already been out for a while, I just hadn't managed to track it down, Lumberjanes Collection by Noelle Stevenson. I talked about Nimona recently and how much I loved it, and this is the bind up of the first couple Lumberjanes comics. So obviously I'm going to do another comics and graphic novel review video soon. Then the publisher Unbound, which is basically a publisher that does Kickstarters for books, were kind enough to send me the sequel to Letters of Note, which is More Letters of Note, and this is a really special edition which has a little card, like a little library card in there. And this is a huge collection of really important letters from history with like background information, and is definitely one to sort of dip in and out of. Okay, 2 more left. The next one is one that an author from the US got in touch with me about, and I think either the publisher or himself have made a really cool video explaining why this book is so special, and it is called Bats of the Republic by Zachary Thomas Dodson. And the immediate feeling that I got from it was sort of like a Miss Peregrine's vibe. There are lots of charts and illustrations on the inside. I know there's also like a book within the book. There are pages that need to be cut open. There's also an envelope in there that you're not supposed to open, which is right here. Ooh, I hadn't seen this yet. The inside of the cover is sort of like a reverse of the cover, which I always love. I'm always interested in sort of checking out books that do things slightly differently. And finally, on Books in My Bag Day, I got a present from Jean. We went to Foyles together and I was going to buy this, but then in the end she bought it for me as a present, and it is Daphnis and Chloe. Now, Jean studies like ancient classics and this is one of her favorites, and she really loves giving it to other people, and it's about two young lovers who can't quite figure out what to do with their feelings or how to express themselves. I definitely have not read a lot of ancient classics, and this is a really small one, and if it's one of Jean's favorites, I totally trust her judgment. Okay, I think that is probably it for this month. That was a lot of books. I'll put links to all of them in the description. By the way, I just want to let you guys know that I have just started a Patreon page. If you haven't heard of it before, Lex always refers to it as an online tipping jar. It's basically a platform where you can support creators if you want to. I've set it up in a way where it would be a monthly donation, not for every video I make, because I make quite a few of them. Obviously, nothing changes. Videos are still here. It's just a place on the internet where you can go if you're interested in supporting me. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this book haul, and I'll talk to you guys later. Doei!